your eyewitness weather forecast.
Well, we're a little cool to start this morning and foggy for some, but we had partly cloudy skies in the afternoon. Temperature is able to get nicely into the 70s and even low 80s in a few spots this afternoon. We've seen lots of cumulus clouds in the sky, cirrus clouds as well, but we are actually also dealing with a little bit of wildfire smoke up in the air. This has been a little bit since we've seen this, but it's back in now. A light to moderate concentration across the state of New York. Gradually through the day tomorrow, this will dissipate a bit and we'll see clear skies again by Thursday. Right now we're sitting at 74 degrees. We've got a nice breeze out of the east, 9 miles an hour, but quite humid out there. You'll see our dew point temperature is 67. Not significant. Once you get to about upper 50s, low 60s in dew point temperatures, you start to notice that humidity. So definitely muggy out there for us this afternoon, and we'll get more and more humid into the night. Our lows are pretty mild, only 63 for a low in Old Forge tonight, 67 in Utica, 66 in Oneonta. Now this is more typical of a late September afternoon than an overnight temperature, but tomorrow will be pretty mild. 60s in the North Country, but 70s for the rest of us in the afternoon, 76 in Utica, not too far off from normal, just a few degrees above, but we'll see that heat returning later in the week. Now we roll the future cast forward tonight. You'll see we have a small chance for an isolated shower or two, mainly in the North Country. A couple more coming through for us late night tonight, just before sunrise, and we're pretty quiet tomorrow morning. We'll see a couple of showers and maybe a thunderstorm or two out ahead of the cold front, but once that cold front comes through, we'll see a line of thunderstorms, and these could be on the stronger side, maybe even severe. We'll see heavy downpours, lots of lightning as those go through. Still dealing with a few showers on the backside tomorrow evening, but then we gradually clear out through the night tomorrow night. Nice and sunny for your Thursday. Will be nice and dry there as well, and temperatures nice and mild in the 70s here on Thursday. So the Storm Prediction Center in Oklahoma has highlighted parts of New York State for a risk for severe storms tomorrow. Marginal to slight. Slight is about a 2 out of 5 on the severe weather scale. That yellow color here, so the threat for severe storms is lower just to the west of Utica, higher just to the east, and our main threats tomorrow will be for heavy downpours and some strong winds. Make sure if you have any unsecured objects outdoors that you secure those or bring them in tonight. Lower risk for some small hail or an isolated tornado tomorrow, but mainly looking at wind and heavy rain being our big problems there. Chance of showers overnight tonight. We'll see some fog developing, and temperatures only get down into the mid-60s. So a very mild start tomorrow. Will be into the mid-70s before the cold front rolls through. Then that's going to cool us down a bit for the evening, falling into the 60s, 50s tomorrow night. So we will have a nice cool night, late night, and we're really nice on Thursday, 77 and mostly sunny. We'll be back to the 80s for Friday and the weekend, and we may see an occasional shower there Friday, maybe Saturday morning, but most of the weekend looks dry, nice and warm in the low 80s, and we're even warmer early next week, maybe even setting some new high temperature records for September. And we'll actually, those will be our last couple of days of summer, Monday, Tuesday. Believe it or not, fall does start on Wednesday, just beyond the 7-day, but it does look like it's going to be a very warm start to the season this year.
All right, well, I'll get my rain boots out for tomorrow and
good plan.
Keep my sun hat out for the rest of the week.
There you go.
Thanks, Colleen. Here's a look at what's coming up tonight.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
We had a mix of sun and clouds today. A little cool in the morning, but warming up nicely into the 70s, and we even hit 80 in a few spots this afternoon. We had a beautiful sunset at the end of the day, and you may have noticed a deep red color to the sky, to the sun as it was going down, and that's because we do have smoke back in the area now from western wildfires. It's been a little bit since we've seen this, but we have a light to moderate concentration of smoke up in the higher atmosphere over New York State. Now throughout the day tomorrow, we're going to see this slowly get pushed out, and we'll see clear sky back in the area by Thursday. Now you see that on the satellite and radar right now, we do have this long line of thunderstorms headed in. This is actually from a cold front that's headed our way. This will be moving through pretty quickly tomorrow, but as you can see, it's kicking up some major thunderstorms, and that'll be the story for us as it arrives tomorrow afternoon. Right now, we're nice and mild, 67 degrees. We do have a little bit of a breeze, 6 miles an hour, not bad. Our dew point temperature, though, is only 3 degrees lower than our air temperature. That means it is quite humid, and as the temperature cools to meet the the dew point later tonight, we'll see some fog forming overnight. Now we'll see our lows not too far from where we are now, low to mid 60s in most places, so pretty steady here overnight. And tomorrow we'll only get into the 60s to about mid 70s in the afternoon. We'll actually hit these highs early in the afternoon because once the storms come through, we'll be cooling down a little bit for the evening. So let's look at how that plays out. Tonight, pretty quiet, late night, early morning hours. We may see a spotty shower or two. It'll be pretty quiet mid to late morning tomorrow, but as you'll see in the afternoon, we get this line of thunderstorms that's going to pop up. Some pockets of quite heavy rain coming through. Of course, we'll see lightning, maybe even a little small hail, and some damaging wind gusts. So this line will be no joke as it moves through. Behind that, just a few lingering showers for later in the evening, and then we'll gradually clear as we head into the late night, early morning hours on Thursday, and we'll see a nice quiet day Thursday in the wake of that cold front, nice and mild, and we'll see a nice dry sunny day there for you. Now we do have the risk for severe storms tomorrow. The Storm Prediction Center, which is in Norman, Oklahoma, has highlighted the northeast for severe weather. So you'll see this yellow color here. That's a slight risk for severe storms. That's kind of like a 2 out of 5 on the severity scale. And our main threats for tomorrow will be those strong winds. Make sure you don't have any loose objects around outside, and some heavy downpours, maybe a little bit of flash flooding. So we'll be keeping a close eye on that. Lower risk for some hail and maybe a spin up or two, but Dan and I will be here tracking those very closely for you tomorrow afternoon. So tonight, mild. We stay in the middle 60s, and tomorrow we top out in the mid 70s just before the thunderstorms hit. We'll be cooling into the 60s eventually in the evening tomorrow. And after that, it's a really nice quiet day on Thursday. Mid 70s, which is about where we should be for this time of year, but we are unseasonably warm again for Friday and the weekend in the lower 80s. We may see a shower or two Friday, maybe even Saturday morning, but the rest of the weekend looks really quiet, dry, comfortable. A little bit humid, and we may be making a run at some record high temperatures early next week. Monday, Tuesday will actually be our last couple of days of summer because fall will officially begin for us on Monday. This is like about the time of year I'd normally be starting to pack away some of my summer clothes and breaking out the sweaters and flannels, and I think it's going to wait a couple extra weeks at least this year, if not a month or more.
We'll keep those flip-flops out a little bit longer.
Yes, for sure.
And I mean, if it's going to rain during the week, as long as there's sun on the weekend, we'll all be okay, right?
Hopefully it stays that way, yes.
Thanks, Colleen. Coming up tonight on Eyewitness News First at 10, Sports Director David Edelstein has a look at the latest in local sports.